Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inside AI. I'm Jenny Yu, founder of Himalaya Cognitive Solution. Today is my great privilege and honor to be here with Sanjiv Goyal, a very accomplished individual with a wide range of titles, including executive producer, futurist, president of Accounting 360 AI, and Joyce's Inc., and the author of the book, The Promise of AI. Sanji, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Jenny. I'm looking forward to having a conversation with you today.
I'm excited too. So, first, can you briefly introduce yourself to our audience and also talk about your book?
I would love to. My name is Sanjiv Goyal, and I'm an engineer by training as well as engineer in my mind. So, what I really like to do is I look for the problems and really try to find ways how can we solve these interesting problems. I'm an investor. We have a fund called Droid Capital, and I'm glad to be here.
Thank you.
Uh, your
Thank
next question about the book, that's a lot of labor of love. I can say that. That book I wrote, let me just show it to your audience, how the book looked like. So this is the book I wrote, and it's a very interesting idea, I believe, because what I feel we are using AI today in
mm-hmm.
pretty much everything without even knowing, whether
Right,
it is our pictures on
right.
Google or Apple Cloud,
Mm-hmm.
or literally anything else, even the way electricity is flowing in our houses, everywhere we are using AI. So I looked at how today AI is so pervasive that we are making majority of our decisions using AI. So my inquiry or my thought process was around how can we make one is how can I have people understand AI
Mm-hmm.
uh, as a from the business function. They get some ideas what can they do with AI, and then really look at the key challenges when they adopt AI.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my research topic, and that's how I started this book.
Mm-hmm. So that's back to my next question. What inspired what inspired you write the Promise AI, and what are your aspiration for the book?
So my idea, Jenny, is really helping my readers or people who read my book is number one is they get a good idea and understanding of AI,
Mm-hmm.
because there is a lot of buzz about it, and everybody think AI is just this new chat GPT 4.0 and 5.0 and 6.0 without even understanding and comprehending that AI is not new. We have AI since 1956, and some
Mm-hmm.
people talk about 1954. So this is not something new. What is new is today we have hardware and technology available to do these kind of calculations
Mm-hmm.
and make it affordable to do simple things like writing an email to writing or putting your thoughts together and doing some research around it. So that's one big misnomer people have. So it is not something new. Number two is really thinking that how can we apply AI in different business functions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When people talk about AI, we always go for, oh, AI is going to kill the humanity, or AI is going to uh, make everybody jobless. So there is a lot of fear. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the problem I'm trying to address with my book. Or that's the challenge I'm trying to, I will not say problem, it's not a problem. It's a challenge. So how can I decipher that for our audience?
Thank you for that. So, How has your perception of AI evolved during the writing of the book? Because AI, the evolution of AI is so fast.
So AI is evolving, and AI is so pervasive that it is in every single aspect of our life, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. What I mean by that is, until yesterday, AI was doing only certain functions of our life.
Mhm.
Now it's doing every single thing, and it's going to get even more pervasive. For example, even booking a flight ticket. It's such a complex problem.
Right.
And we are booking flight tickets for literally almost 70, 80, or 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
Travel, it is such a huge problem. And the variables are so high. Like, I'll give you a simple example. I'm going to tomorrow to Sundance Film Festival. Even booking everything, even today, was so complicated. You have to go find a flight, you have to find a rental car, you have to find a hotel. All these things are pretty standard,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so point I'm trying to make it is there are so many opportunities where AI can make our life easier.
Right. Yes, absolutely right. Yeah. So my next question. So consider your target audience, some policy makers. What opportunity do you see there? What are the biggest challenges they might face in understanding and implement AI policies?
So let's talk about opportunity. The challenges are so many that we will be sitting here for another 10 hours, and I'm sure we will
Right.
not be able to find. So let's talk about opportunity. There are tremendous opportunities. Today, getting things done in a kind of a policymaker kind of environment in a government organization, everything is in silos. Like, simple example, doing business as kind of certificate to business license to all of that, everything is in silos. You go to one place to other place to other place, and it's still pretty archaic. So that's one area which AI can really help policymakers to improve. So it makes a life of citizens better. Second area is really communicating effectively so the citizens can get right information. Same challenge, information is in silos. Each department has their own information. They have a lot of information, knowledge, and everything, but you still don't get the right answer. Like, I'll give you a simple example. DMV, driving rules are around for ages. But if you have a specific question about certain things, there is nothing like a chatbot where you can type your questions and it can respond to you as a human is explaining you what are the rules. How
Mm-hmm.
should you do that? Very simple things. I mean, these are low hanging fruits. So now let's go a little bit more complex. How about the policies or conflicting, finding the conflict between policies each departments are making? So DMV has their own policies, city has their own policies, state has their own policies, federal has their own policies, and there are so many other departments making these different kind of policies and incentives ties to that. How do you figure it out? What is working, what's not working? Number one. Second is, where are the conflicts? And that data is available, but nobody has put it together. And humanly, it is not possible for anybody to do that easily.
Mm-hmm.
With the AI, today we have that capability. And that, I believe, is the biggest opportunity in front of all policymakers, that how can you make citizens' life easier, better, because that's their job. Their job is to really improve the quality of life and community.
So given you see the field where AI is heading in the I don't know next decade or even 5 years, what should it's such a complicated concept. What should or can policymakers do to prepare for those future developments?
So, Jenny, there are a lot of areas policymakers need to start planning things. Sorry. One big area is really finding what is working and what's not working, and what's working in different jurisdictions, and
Mm-hmm.
bringing those best practices, bringing those the learnings to
Mm-hmm.
their region. That's number one, or their departments, because it is working in some other department. So that's number one area I believe for them.
Mm-hmm.
Today, data is available, but again, the data is in silos, and the ability to put meaning to that data is not there, or it wasn't there until we had, especially generative AI. Now we have that capability. You can feed all the data to generative AI, and it can possibly give you some good answers. Does it hallucinate? Yes. And that's where we need to really understand what is working, what's not working. So that's number one area. Second area is, how do you really improve the quality of life for your jurisdictions, for your citizens? And that, I believe, is it's a part science, part art. We both know that. But
Mm-hmm.
today we have tremendous data set available, and I see a lot of gaps, and I don't know why they're not looking at it or resolving it. That's one big area and big opportunity for them.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about it?
That's a good question. I I think it will be very, very challenged. One of the thing I can think of, about 20 years ago, the financial industry has what they call the model risk management, is management of black box. I've been involved in that process for last about 20 years, and um, I think there's a lot of things we can learn from that process, the framework, and it's all about how to decoding that complexity, translate them into easy understanding policy procedure, particularly to have a technology to support it.
True.
Yeah.
But beyond today technology,
Yes, exactly.
what is missing, I believe, Jenny, is the desire.
Yes, exactly.
And once there is a desire, I believe, and especially you, I mean, I moved out of Silicon Valley a couple of years ago. You are living in the heart of the the heart of tech. They can bloody solve any technological problem. It's just a desire.
Yes, yes, absolutely right. Uh, so you mentioned a lot in your book. Can you give our audience some examples, some of the countries or regions where AI policy has been particularly successful, and what are the lessons we can learn from them?
So one big one I can think of is Estonia. So I was there last year. I was speaking in a conference, and on the panel, we had a couple of people from the Estonian government, and we had really great conversation. And I was pleasantly surprised, Jenny, that uh, Estonian government, even today, I mean, generative AI is not very long. Last year itself, they were using that for analyzing policies and even creating uh, public letters to some other critical governmental functions. And they are hugely successful. Of course, it's a very young government, young country, but I am pleasantly surprised. And one big thing I will say is the desire.
Yeah.
It's not about technology, it's not about anything. What I find it is people over there, especially the government officials, they're passionate about the citizens. The one thing was that they're not in that position just because they want to be uh, like the higher up or congressman or senator or president. They really care. They care about citizens. They want to improve their life. They want to find ways. How can government? So it's almost like felt like giving back, and that was really refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that kind of emotion. I mean, I've seen. I mean, U.S. Don't get me wrong. A lot of congressmen, senators, they really care. They will go out of the way to help citizens, but
Mm-hmm.
that's more of an outlier, and there it is almost a norm. So when you have a desire to really serve people, when you are so passionate, you look for ways how to do it. And of course, they're very technologically, I mean, they're all tech savvy. People were really, really tech savvy. From buying tickets to all the other experience were phenomenal in such a small country.
Yeah.
And I was told Singapore is same. I recently visited China too. I'm not sure how they are doing it, but I could feel that there are some adoption of AI in policy making there too.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that. So my last question, from your perspective, what's the one overlooked the risk of AI?
It's pretty obvious, Jenny. It's about data. It's computers are based on data. Computers are basically AI is based on models.
Mm-hmm.
And we train these models, and models are trained by the data. And it's like if you compare with human, if you are in a circumstances where you are living a very, very difficult situation, you have gang wars going on, you are in a war-torn area, you will be a very different person.
Mm-hmm.
AI is not different. AI is exactly the same. So if we provide right amount of data, right
Mm-hmm.
kind of data, the results will be amazing. But if you provide wrong data, or if you provide data which is not complete data set,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we call bias and bias mitigation. And I believe that is one of the biggest challenge. How do we solve it? It is a very complex problem, as we both spoke when we met. It's really, really tough to solve, but if we have desire, we can, and your company, HQS, is already working on it. So I'm really excited to see somebody is really investing a lot of time and energy and resources to solve that problem.
That's a great point. Um, I think you make me think of someone who cracked the code and actually there was a New York Times about what they do. I'll invite him to the Inside AI and interview him next time. I'll keep it a secret here.
That'll be great.
So
That'll be...
yes, thank you for your insight about AI. I want to end the interview with the quote from your book: with excitement and curiosity, let the AI adventure begin.
Thank you so much, Jenny.
To everyone watching, thank you for tuning in. We'll be presenting more Inside AI. Stay tuned.